Introducing the new Warren EC Screw Pump, the undisputed heavyweight champ of thick stock pumps for the pulp and paper industry. The EC, for elevated consistency, routinely pumps paper stock through the pulp mill at consistencies of 16 to 20%, more than twice the capability of most medium consistency pumps. That means a typical 1,000-ton per day mill can increase output through the bleach plant by as much as 1/3 or more, while significantly reducing the operating costs related to water, chemicals, and electrical power. This remarkable new product is the culmination of Warren's 100 years of pump-making experience. It incorporates a long list of innovations designed to ensure simple, reliable, and trouble-free service, with far less maintenance and much lower power consumption than with centrifugal pumps. The EC is a twin-screw positive displacement pump designed to operate at discharge pressures of up to 200 psi-G. These higher pressures increase phase separation and help drive the bleaching process. At the heart of the pump are rugged twin screws, each with an innovative new profile that increases screw life 30 to 40% over previous designs. This new profile compensates for the natural wear of the screw, increasing efficiency and making the EC much more tolerant of foreign objects that invariably find their way into the pulp stream. Some models feature rotors that are machined from solid single-piece stainless steel bars that have been specially hardened for heavy-duty service. Each of these bars weigh 1 ton. The big increase in shaft diameter produces a rotor that is 50% stiffer, and that means reduced wear and increased operating life. The EC's rugged single-piece body is built to handle high pressures and tough duty. The pump has a dual discharge, which greatly simplifies placement and installation. Piping can be connected to either side. The unused side can be used as an inspection port. Computerized coordinate measuring robots, capable of measuring increments of as little as 10/1000ths of an inch, verify the geometry of each pump housing as a part of the fabrication process. Other important features of the EC include leak-proof shaft seals in a new design that significantly increases bearing life, labyrinth-type bearing isolators to prevent contaminants from reaching bearings or timing gears, easy-to-replace cartridge-style mechanical seals on the discharge side of the pump, which allow the EC to operate at elevated pressures without frequent packing, heavy-duty roller-type bearings capable of carrying both axial thrust and radial load. To demonstrate how the EC pump performs under actual operating conditions, we set up a test at our factory in Warren, Massachusetts, and put the EC through its paces. The test involved pumping customer-supplied pulp at 20% consistency, a tough assignment for any pump. Squeezing a handful of 20% stock produces only a few drops of moisture. By comparison, this is 10% consistency stock. Most MC pumps require stock to be diluted to this kind of slurry before they can pump it effectively. Our EC test includes operating the pump at 200 psi-G and at least 500 RPM, and holding it at this level for an hour. Here's how the EC performed. There probably aren't many stock pumps that could pass the nickel test, pumping 20% consistency pulp at 700 RPMs and 200 psi-G, with a nickel balanced on its edge on top of the casing. Warren's elevated consistency pump can unclog the bottleneck in your mill by driving stock through the bleaching process smoothly, quietly, and reliably, and without constant fine-tuning or complicated control equipment. By raising consistency to only 16%, a typical 1,000-ton-a-day mill can increase output through the bleach plant by as much as 1/3 or more without increasing baseline production costs. Reduce water usage by 1/3 or more. That could amount to more than 300 million gallons per year. Significantly reduce the amount of steam required to heat pulp stock in the bleaching process. This alone could amount to as much as $1 million per year per stage in energy cost savings. Reduce the horsepower required to operate the pump by half. Reduce chemical costs by increasing chemical consumption in the bleaching tower. Help you meet proposed environmental regulations by dramatically reducing the usage of both water and bleaching chemicals. Your local Warren Pump Specialist can show you how the EC pumping system can reduce your operating costs and increase your pulp production and your profitability.